there, Taurus. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to the week starting May 3rd, 2021. You've got two links in the down bar below you're probably going to want to check. One is this week's astrology. It's an all-in-one, all about Pluto retrograde. And there's also the new weekly general vibe check for the entire collective. And so if you want to check those out, again, follow the links in the down bar below. And don't forget, if you're watching your rising sign, you are watching a rising sign video to get additional clarity as to how a lot of your sun sign horoscope is showing up. And your moon sign horoscope is going to give you the B story that is also going on this week. So let's talk about what is going on when it comes to this week. Well, for your spiritual theme, you've got the Ten of Wands upright. And with putting it lightly, it does look like this is a week where a lot of you Taurus people are going to need to be paying attention to where some downsizing is going to have to occur for us to actually finish the last leg of a very important collection of journeys you are on. The Ten of Wands is showing me where certain things have become maybe a bit too high maintenance, too costly, or maybe even too cumbersome in order for you to actually make the progress that you're looking to make. And this may show up in a lot of different ways, but with the Ten of Wands, it is time to maybe start jettisoning some things. It's time to start simplifying, some downsizing, so that we have more room for a lot of blessings that are coming our way, right? We have to make sure there is room in our life for the more we are actually working towards. As we get on to your material shifts when it comes to your work, your job, your finances, Taurus, you have the Chariot upright, and it does look like there is actually there's a collection of victories in store for you. I'm actually seeing with the Chariot card a hard sought or hard fought for prize is actually getting attained. Now, whether this is a job or a project, or maybe something that you have been working to overcome as an obstacle, some red tape, or maybe something that you've been carrying on your back, this week you're getting an opportunity to completely clear it. A lot of you are also finding that there may even be some news about some kind of financial breakthrough that is actually allowing you to take another goal, another agenda, or another priority out of storage that you may have been saving for just such an occasion or just such an opportunity or breakthrough. As we get on to your communications, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you do actually have the Five of Wands upright. And I am seeing a lot of you Taurus people feeling kind of pulled in multiple directions as a lot of different communities or a lot of even important people in your life are starting to actually pull away from each other, and you're starting to find like it's almost like all cliques and support systems that you have are going in completely different directions. And with the Five of Wands, you're going to feel very, very conflicted about where you want to go or where you want to stay and with whom. However, it is important to understand that right now we are going through this. A lot of old static stuff is getting cleared away for better opportunities. True blue friends and true blue love, however it's coming, in a platonic way, again, your people, your true fam, that is going to survive this. But you've got to make sure that you are focusing on the qualities of individual relationships this week, and allow for the growth of these other people to take them whether to or where to they must go next, or whatever's happening with this scattering. As we get on to your challenge this week, you do have the Five of Pentacles upright. And I do feel that this week there may be a need for you to pay attention to a loss that or an empty space in your life that you have been trying to fill by a specific, maybe too specific need, and which is interesting because usually I'm getting on people for being too vague in general. But I feel as though a lot of you are going to find an opportunity to fill a void in your life, but it's not going to come from a dry well you have been trying to tap. You know, if you've been constantly looking for something, it's got to come through this one person, or it's got to come through this one opportunity, or it's got to come through this one avenue, you're going to be at a deficit. You know, the Five of Pentacles is indicating that you are going to need to turn around your mentality here and see where you are actually getting a chance to have this need met, just not by whatever it is you've been fixated on. As we get on to your relationships with love and romance and partnerships, you do have the Ten of Swords upright, and I do feel there is going to be a rather abrupt but not necessarily untimely end or punctuation to a relationship story that has already been struggling to stay afoot. Now, this does not necessarily mean that all of you Taurus people are going to run out and get broken up with or run out and get a divorce this week. No, certainly not. But with the Ten of Swords, this could indicate a situation where a lot of you are actually, going to find that something that we've been carrying on as a couple, or maybe something that we have been clinging to as a couple, has got to be, let go. It may even start to be betraying us in some way, this thing that we've been holding on to for dear life. And we're going to have to pay attention to where we need to find a better way. The Ten of Swords is indicating this may also be news coming through a partner about something going on in their life, not necessarily relating to the relationship, though. For those of you single and available, I want you to be mindful that this week you might be in a situation where there isn't necessarily something worth giving the time or energy. You may actually, anything that you encounter, of course, hopefully does prove this wrong, but we are not seeing a lot of great pickings here as a primary story of this week. Remember, your moon sign is going to show you the B story of the week, so maybe go check there instead. So that is what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.